have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Now the time has come.
That's a UFO. The day the LA riots began. I'm a spy.
He's never leaped back that far.
Everything's changed.
He won't survive.
It's the adventure of a lifetime.
Quantum Leap, October 4th on NBC.
Whoa! Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. New customers, download the app now to get $200 in bonus bets when we go live. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. It's 10 o'clock here at News 40, and we're looking at 4 days left before fall begins. It starts officially at 1:50 a.m. early Saturday. We are ready for it for the most part. Now, nothing on the radar or satellite this evening. All skies are clear. A few high clouds out to the west of us. But tonight, it is not going to be quite as chilly as it was this morning. We're looking at lows around the mid-50s under a mainly clear sky and a little bit of warmer air coming in for the last few days of fall. And I'll show you that in my 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 10. I'm Morgan Hoover. We start tonight with a crime alert. We have new information about the robbery at Shell IGA Express on Russellville Road in Bowling Green. We now know the name of both suspects. Take a look at these pictures. Bowling Green police say they arrested Derek Reynolds, but they are still searching for Michael Reynolds. BGPD says both men walked into the gas station around 11:30 Monday night, one carrying a knife, the other demanding money. BGPD says the store clerk handed over the money and the men took off running from the store. Police say Derek Reynolds is currently in the Warren County Jail facing first-degree robbery. If you have any information about Michael Reynolds, you're asked to call BGPD or Crime Stoppers. That number is on your screen. It is 270-781-2583. Well, it is National Voter Registration Day, and a great time to make sure you are eligible to cast your ballot in November. County clerks across the Commonwealth, including right here in Warren County, want to make sure you are not only registered to vote, but that your registration information is up to date. With so many options and polling centers, voting in this year's election has never been easier.
If you're not registered, it's so important to vote, and we want everyone, we're working on the new voting plans with the vote centers in Warren County to make it easier to vote. You have more ways to vote now than you've ever had with early voting, and then we have some in-office voting, and then we have 30 days at the portal for absentee.
The voter registration deadline is October 10th. If you'd like to check your registration status and update any information, you can head to govote.ky.gov. Republican candidate for governor Daniel Cameron appears to be softening his hardline opposition to abortion. In a recent interview with a Kentucky radio station, Cameron says he would support amending the state's abortion ban to add exceptions for terminating pregnancies caused by rape or incest. Cameron has supported the current law banning all abortions, except when carried out to save a pregnant patient's life. But during the interview with WHASAM, Cameron signaled that if elected governor, he would be willing to sign legislation providing abortion exceptions for instances of rape and incest. Democratic Governor Andy Beshear's campaign says Cameron is trying to hide his well-established, quote, extreme views on the abortion issue. The general election is Tuesday, November 7th. Now to Frankfort, where Governor Andy Beshear has ordered all flags to have staff in honor of former Kentucky Governor Brereton Jones. Jones served as governor from 1991 to 1995. Prior to becoming governor, he served as lieutenant governor from 1987 to 91. Jones was 84 years old. And more local news now. Not your typical school bus is driving into town. The Little Learners Bus is up and running for the fall, offering kids a unique way of learning. News 40 reporter Carlisle Coppins has more details on this fun bus.
Warren County Public Schools' Little Learners Bus is on the road to readiness and offering a learning opportunity for children 0 to 5 across the county.
To be able to have another aspect of an educational experience is very exciting for Warren County, and to be able to go out, to be able to have a resource to learn those social, emotional learning aspects. It's a very exciting time and a great way to go ahead and hit those concepts before they head into kindergarten.
Meeting the Little Learners Bus on a stop along its route also gives children the chance to interact with new friends that they might meet in the classroom.
They were definitely excited. They'd never been to the bus before today, and so I was like, hey, we're gonna go see a school bus. They're like, oh, a school bus. And then once we walked in and they saw there's different activities, they're probably gonna not be happy with me when it's time to go.
The Little Learners Bus merges fun and education while creating a unique experience for families and children preparing for elementary school.
For people that, they might not have that opportunity at home to have these educational opportunities, and so they can go somewhere and someone that's knowledgeable can help them know how to teach their child better at home.
Harkett says that she's excited to be back in the community and preparing preschoolers for kindergarten and helping parents find success in becoming their child's first teacher. In Warren County, because local matters, Carlisle Coppins, WNKY News 40.
And as the school year gets into full swing, there is still a need for bus drivers. This Saturday, Warren County Public Schools will be hosting a bus driver fair at their transportation center. The school district is hoping to meet potential new bus drivers and maybe even introduce the community to the profession of bus driving. You can even go for a test drive while you're there.
We're in a shortage. And we just want to encourage people to come out, and if they want to help us as a community to make our jobs easier, to transport our students every day, this is a great opportunity for them to come out and do that.
The district will have applications available at the event and even offer sign-on bonuses for those who complete their training. Potter Gray Elementary students got a big surprise today by learning they were selected to be a Blue Ribbon School. And this award is given to less than 1% of schools in the country. It is based on their academic achievement throughout the prior school year. Students were even able to have popsicles after the presentation as a treat. Principal Keith Brown was excited to learn this news and share it with the students.
It's a relief for me personally, because having that information, for a period of time, able to share that now and see the joy on their faces is really cool. Kids in every school building give their best every day, and to be able to recognize that, especially on something like this, with something like this at this level, it's pretty cool.
3 representatives from Potter Gray, including a teacher, Superintendent Gary Fields, and Principal Brown, will make the trip to Washington, D.C. later this year to accept that award. Today was a special and silly day, but one sure to be popular with the kids. In case you didn't know, today is International Talk Like a Pirate Day. News 40's Michael Ridgway hopped on the road to see a very unique lunchroom experience in Barron County. Take a look.
In Barron County, elementary schoolers are yelling "Avast, scurvy dogs" as they celebrate a day of international interest.
Well, today is International Talk Like a Pirate Day. So we are here with all of our little mateys at Barron County Schools. All the elementary schools today are celebrating with a special menu that is pirate themed. And we're also trying to promote our health and wellness plan called 95210.
The 95210 program encourages students to adopt a well-rounded lifestyle meant to enhance the mission of Barron County at large, as well as have some fun by tying into things like this.
Our district has a big initiative for wellness, mental, physical, academic, and we do the 95210 initiative, which really encourages kids, stay away from their screens and to get those fruits and vegetables. And I think anything that you can do like this to make those types of things fun for kids, they take with them.
The mastermind behind the celebration didn't want to talk, but the administration gives her all the credit for such a fun idea.
Well, we have a fantastic cafeteria manager, Miss Christy Smith. She is amazing at coming up with big ideas that she just knows the kids will love. She's all about the kids and what can she do to make their lunch experience and school experience more fun. And when she comes to me with an idea, we roll with it because it's going to be a good one.
Pirates and fruit go hand in hand. If you think these trays look a little different than when you were in school, You're definitely right.
Take a look at the cafeterias now because there's so many things that have changed. We're not just pizza and corn. We are fresh fruits and vegetables. We are salads at our high school. We have a fresh market that's available. So many different ways to get fresh fruits and vegetables into the hands of our students. And we know, especially with low-income families, they don't always have that extra income to be able to afford those fresh fruits and vegetables. So it's important that we're able to serve that at school.
In Barron County, because local matters, Michael Ridgway, WNKY News 40.
All right, ready, say R with me. 1, 2, 3.
All right, Michael. Well, the Sky Arts Film Festival is back for a second year this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Capitol Arts Theater. This weekend, downtown Bowling Green will be a hot spot for movie buffs and creatives as they screen 45 movies in 3 days. There'll be movies made here in Kentucky, some from Tennessee, even films made in Germany and Italy. The festival director tells News 40 the draw to film for him is seeing the world in different ways, and festivals enhance the passion for movie watching like you can't get anywhere else.
You know, it's different than going and watching a Marvel movie. Like, you know what you're watching the movie, you leave, and then you kind of have, you know, you think about it or talk about it. But actually talking to the people who, you know, use their time and their talents to actually create it, that's a completely different experience.
They'll also offer a few master classes over the weekend for those wanting to learn more about the movie making industry. For more information on the festival, such as tickets and movies being shown, you can head over to the official website at skyartsfilmfestival.com. The Aviation Heritage Park in Bowling Green is set to reopen this weekend. Board members have been hard at work rebuilding the museum this week, making sure all the exhibits are put together and everything is in great condition. This Saturday at noon, the park officially opens to the public, including a flyover and a speech from astronaut Terry Wilcutt, who was born in Russellville, lived in Bowling Green for part of his life. This project has been in the works for years now, and staff are excited to finally see it come to fruition.
We are so excited because this, our new facility, we've been building this for now 4 years. And we've had some ups and downs with the pandemic and such as that, but now we're so close. In fact, Saturday, we're opening the doors to the public this Saturday at noon, and we can't be more excited about this entire operation.
The event will also include a food truck as well as aircrafts that you can check out. We'll get to more news in a bit, but I want to check in now with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, nice night out there.
Yes, and it has been nice flyover weather as well here in southern Kentucky. 61 the current temperature with winds calm. Dew point at 55. It looks like because of the dew points being more into the mid 50s, I think that's where we're going to land for overnight lows tonight. Not quite as chilly as it was last night in the upper 40s. Temperatures right now in the mid to upper 50s, 61 at the Mesonet site here in Bowling Green. Dew points are in the mid to upper 50s. So I don't think we're going to get very chilly tonight. And a warm-up is on the way for the final 4 days of summer. Make it technically 3 now that we're almost at the end of the day. I'll have the rest of your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. But right now, it's a preview of sports. Here's Maxwell.
Thanks, Chris. Guys, I kind of felt like doing the sportscast in a pirate voice, but I'm not going to torture y'all. See which Hilltopper is being recognized for her excellence on the pitch this past week. WKU soccer starts their conference play 1-0. Plus, we have high school action and much more. That's all coming up in sports, Morgan.
There it is. All right, Maxwell, thank you very much. Health news now. More than 700 children were killed in car accidents in the U.S. in 2021, and of those killed, more than 36% weren't properly buckled up, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. In honor of Child Passenger Safety Week, we share 5 steps to keep kids safe in a vehicle. They can greatly increase chances of survival in a crash, but car seats have to be properly installed. Safe Kids Worldwide says 5 steps can save a life. First, select the proper seat. Check labels to make sure it's the right one for your child. It varies based on age, weight, and height. And always follow manufacturer's instructions, not only for the car seat, but also for your vehicle.
The most important thing is to figure out how your either seatbelts or lower anchors lock.
Next, make sure your child is facing the proper direction. Keep babies rear facing as long as possible until they've outgrown height and weight requirements.
The way that they're made, they help protect the baby's head, neck, and spinal cord until they get a little bit bigger.
Then move on to forward facing with a harness, followed by a booster seat until the child can fit into a seat belt. Third, focus on location. The back seat is always safest, as airbags can be dangerous to a child in a car seat. Next, adjust the harness appropriately. It should lay flat.
Those straps should come out about right at the shoulder level or slightly below for rear facing. If we have forward facing car seats with a harness, you want that right at or slightly above.
But follow manufacturer's guidelines, as the safest fit can vary with the car seat. And finally, make the seat snug.
Where you can't pinch the straps at the harness, and make sure there are no gaps in the rest of the harness either.
Well, still to come on News 40 at 10, we are learning more about the F-35 fighter jet that mysteriously disappeared over the weekend. More on that investigation in just a bit. But first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is back with a full look at our forecast. That's coming up right after this.
Pictionary. Every weekday, Pictionary on NBC 40.
I'm Ashley Wilson. Here's what's coming up tomorrow on News 40 Sunrise. Find out the details on a soon-to-come race, plus discover the story of one local veteran and how they served our country in this week's Voices of Honor. These stories only on News 40 Sunrise.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby.
Come back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, ma'am. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've been injured in a car wreck, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
You see the worst of the worst in this job, but I do it to bring justice for victims and help them move on with their lives. When a woman or girl becomes pregnant from rape, the trauma is unimaginable. Daniel Cameron thinks a 9-year-old rape survivor should be forced to give birth. Nobody, no child, should ever have to go through that. Cameron believes rapists deserve more rights than their victims. That's extreme, and it's dangerous.
WNKY News 40 Weather wants you to join our team. Become a weather watcher at WNKY.com. You can connect directly with our team. Plus, your photos and videos will be featured in our weathercasts.
Presented by JB Electric. WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
We're back with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, we've had a nice couple of fall-like days. It's been wonderful.
At the end of summer.
I know.
Yeah.
Look at that. Pretty lucky.
Only a few more days left, and then it's over.
It's officially fall.
Officially fall. That's right. By Saturday, it is officially fall. And right after that, we're actually going to find temperatures falling down a little bit as we get into the latter half of the weekend. And we could use some rain. We're going to get some rain chances starting maybe late Saturday night, but especially Sunday. And even into Monday and Tuesday, as you'll see in the 7-day forecast. But live radar is showing a clean sweep all across southern Kentucky. Nothing as far as rain out there. Another beautiful evening tonight with some very comfortable dew points and humidity levels. Everything is looking just fine. It's 61 with the winds calm and the barometer at 30.06 under the influence of high pressure. So everything is looking and feeling pretty good right now. 81 was the official high temperature today, just 1 degree shy of the normal for this time of the year. And the low this morning officially at the Bowling Green Airport was 50. 59 is where we should average. And some of you even made it into the upper 40s this morning for low temperatures. I do want to point out one thing here, 3.04. That number there is how far we're off pace on rainfall year to date. And as we get into this, what we call the fourth quarter of the year, the last several months, going from the third quarter to the fourth quarter of this year, that's putting us a little bit behind, and we need to do a little catching up on rainfall, although I think what's going to come in for the weekend is not going to make up that deficit, but at some point we really need to get us some rain in here. Right now, very dry thanks to high pressure, which is over West Virginia at this hour. So the flow here is going to be more southerly in the coming days. We're going to start to feel just a little more of that warmth and a little more humidity as the high pressure moves east. I think we stay rain free here, although there will be a lot of showers and thunderstorms out in the central Mississippi Valley, in the southwestern corner of Missouri, much of Arkansas. In the next 24 hours, rain and thunderstorms with a disturbance that is moving through that part of the country. Now, it will try to make a run at us, but here's the issue. The air is just too dry over Kentucky. So these things will not be supported with very much in the way of moisture. It is just going to make it feel a little more humid. Any shower activity, I don't think, is going to materialize here over the next few days. Here we go into Thursday morning and then into Friday. Yeah, there's just not much happening here. It's going to wait until we get into Saturday night and into Sunday, as you see here. Warmer the next few days, low to almost mid-80s. Fall officially begins Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the showers, and high temperatures will drop into the upper 70s. So we're back with more News 40 at 10 for this Tuesday night, right after this.
Daniel Cameron says it's
one of the first things I will do as governor,
bringing back former Governor Matt Bevin's ruthless Medicaid plan, threatening to take away coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians, punishing working parents, putting rural hospitals in danger of shutting down.
This sounds very similar to something that Governor Matt Bevin tried.
Well, absolutely.
Denying people coverage, devastating rural health care.
Something that Governor Matt Bevin tried.
Well, absolutely.
Cameron's absolutely wrong for Kentucky.
We're all born with the good in us. We're all in need of love. Dreams get torn, but we stand up, making a change that is calling us. Beautiful world, beautiful people, boys and girls, we're all made equal. So clap your hands, get up and dance. Beautiful world, beautiful people.
Dog Stay Out is South Central Kentucky's 5-paw rated dog resort. Whether for the day or a whole vacation, Dog Stay Out will keep your pets safe and loved. Dog Stay Out offers boarding, daycare, agility courses, positive reinforcement training, grooming, and more. With the multiple packages to choose from, pamper your pup any way you see fit. Find out more at dgOKY.com. Your dog's home away from home. Dog Stay Out.
Every new Toyota is built for you.
Your adventure, your commute.
Your style, your comfort, your choice.
Now, during Toyota's Truck and SUV Month, choose from our extensive lineup of the longest-lasting vehicles out there.
Like the best-selling Tacoma, as comfortable off the road as it is on.
Now get 3.99 APR financing on a rugged new Tacoma, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Toyota Truck and SUV Month. The choice is yours. Toyota, let's go places.
Tonight, federal investigators are on the scene at the crash site of an F-35 fighter jet that mysteriously disappeared during a training mission on Sunday. David Martin has more details.
It took nearly 28 hours to find it, but crews finally started picking up the pieces from the crash of one of this country's most sophisticated jet fighters.
I heard a boom.
I mean, it's scary to think that something landed that close to our house.
The pilot of the Marine F-35 ejected Sunday afternoon, just a mile from the Charleston airport. But the plane went missing. forcing the military to tweet out an appeal for any information on its whereabouts.
How does it just disappear, and how does the Pentagon ask for the public's help in finding it? It's just a huge embarrassment.
The plane was one of 2 F-35s flying at 1,000 feet as they came in to land when something went wrong.
F-35, are you on this frequency?
The pilot who ejected had already been discharged from the hospital by the time the $100 million plane was found 60 miles away.
Ground crews are currently searching it. There's not much of it left.
David Burke is a former F-35 pilot who once commanded the same unit.
Does it surprise you that a plane could have an emergency serious enough for the pilot to eject and still be able to fly another 60 miles?
It's a pretty rare event, but as uncommon as it might be, it's a plausible thing.
Even at 1,000 feet?
If the nose was pitched up or moving up, the jet will fly for many miles.
The F-35 is a stealth jet, hard to track, especially because its transponder was off, which is standard procedure in a two-plane formation.
So it's very common in any aircraft for the wingman to secure, meaning to turn off their transponder.
It's embarrassing to lose track of such a sophisticated aircraft, but it may have been a blessing since the F-35 flew far enough to come down in a less populated area. David Martin, CBS News, the Pentagon.
Stay with us. Sports is next.
As the largest provider of vascular care in the region, MedCenter Health heart, lung, and vascular surgeons work together to improve your quality of life. We are dedicated to providing our patients with the most advanced and comprehensive methods available to offer screenings and treatment for diseases of the veins and arteries and wound care. Our team cares for you.
Together.
Learn more at medcenterhealth.org/vascular.
Morris Jewelry is this area's independent and trusted source for diamonds. We're an experienced direct diamond importer, and custom design is our specialty. With diamond engagement rings starting at $33 per month, our prices can't be beat.
Warren County Public Schools is hosting a bus driver and monitor job fair Saturday, September 23rd, 8 to noon. Bus monitor starting salary $14 per hour. Bus driver starting salary $17.68 per hour. You can also apply now at warrencountyschools.org.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
WNKY News 40 Weather wants you to join our team. Become a weather watcher at WNKY.com. You can connect directly with our team. Plus, your photos and videos will be featured in our weathercasts.
Presented by JB Electric.
September 22nd to the 24th, the second annual Sky Arts Film Festival is taking place at the historic Capitol Theater, featuring films made locally and around the world. Purchase passes online at www.skyartsfilmfestival.com.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance, more fuel efficiency, and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find the Honda CR-V Hybrid or Accord Hybrid for you.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy? Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
Welcome to sports. We got plenty of high school action to talk about. The Greenwood Lady Gators look to continue their dominant volleyball season, hosting the South Warren Lady Spartans. Match opened with an intense first set as the district opponents went back and forth before Greenwood pulled away and took the frame. Of course, they took sets 2 and 3 as well, capturing win number 15 on the year over the Lady Spartans, 3-0. And on the turf pitch, it was Warren Central paying a visit to Greenwood for some boys soccer action. In a tightly battled contest, Greenwood secured their 8th win of the season with a 1-0 final score. Despite starting the year 0-5, the Gators have now won 8 of their last 10 matches as they host Warren East this Thursday. And over at the pit, Bowling Green boys soccer hosted South Warren in a district rivalry matchup. First half finished scoreless, but an electric second half came out to Bowling Green's favor as they won 3-2. They will host Owensboro this weekend before their final regular season matchup of the year next week. And to the Hill now, as WKU Soccer's Katie Irwin won Conference USA Offensive Player of the Week. Irwin led the team against Middle Tennessee State with 2 goals as the Tops earned a win, and the forward raised her season total to 4. The team will continue conference play on Sunday as they travel to Alabama, take on Jacksonville State at 1 p.m. And the WKU football team suffered their first loss of the year to Ohio State. They're traveling to Troy this Saturday at 11 a.m. for their last game before their conference slate begins. Head coach Tyson Helton spoke on how the team is putting the loss behind them.
Evaluating them on film, they're just as good, if not better, this year. Great challenge for our football team. Again, another one that I think our guys are excited to play. What a great opponent to play. They got a great atmosphere down there. Very, very much looking forward to the opportunity to getting to play them.
Louisville Cardinals took down the Indiana Hoosiers 21-14 on Saturday, moving to 3-0 on the year. They will host Boston College beginning their ACC play this Saturday at 2:30 p.m. at L&N Stadium. Cardinals head coach Jeff Brom says the team has a few things to clean up ahead of this week's matchup.
So we're going to have a good week of practice and once again just try to correct the mistakes we made this past game. Continue to find ways to be more efficient in all 3 segments and see if we can come out and play as clean as game as possible and find a way to win.
And the Tennessee Titans are officially set for week 3 of the NFL season. The team is gearing up for the Cleveland Browns on Sunday. Titans are coming off a 27-24 victory over the Chargers in overtime this past weekend, while the Browns fell to the Steelers last night 26-22. Here's what tight end Chiga Okonkwo had to say about the team needing to get better each week.
For me, it's always just trying to, get back to center. Whether you have a good game, bad play, good play, it's always just each play, trying to come back to center, trying to get that refocus so, you can play level-headed. You don't want to play too high, you don't want to play too low because that's when, mistakes start happening.
Look at sports. We'll be right back. Football Frenzy's back in South Central Kentucky.
WNKY News 40 is your home for high school football.
The most schools,
the most highlights,
the most coverage.
Catch Football Frenzy Friday nights at 10 on WNKY News 40.
We all want our kids to have a future here in Kentucky. That's why I'm working hard to bring more jobs here. Companies big and small are setting up all over Kentucky, revitalizing communities and creating thousands of good-paying jobs. Over 46,000 more jobs than we had before COVID. Unemployment has never been lower, and we've helped hundreds of businesses launch or expand. This is Kentucky's future. Our economy is on fire. Let's keep it going.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've suffered a personal injury, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
Join the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention for the annual Out of the Darkness Area Walk, September 24th at Bowling Green High School. Come out to remember those lost or affected by suicide. Learn more at afsp.org.
It's Toyota Truck and SUV month, and with more to choose from than anyone else.
Your new Toyota will have you ready for anything.
Ready for a family adventure. Ready for a night out.
Your Toyota, your choice.
Now, during Toyota's Truck and SUV month, get 3.99 APR financing on the new aggressively sophisticated Toyota Highlander.
Or 4.99 APR financing on this electrified Highlander Hybrid. Plus, get 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Toyota Truck and SUV month. The choice is yours.
Toyota, let's go places.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Time to turn talk into action. Step 1, fire up your BetMGM Sportsbook. Step 2, make your pick. And Step 3, showtime. Now that hunch has some weight to it. Every play, every game means something more. Because now, you're betting with the king of sportsbooks.
Welcome back. Chris, it seems we may warm up just a tad the next couple of days.
Just a little, just to keep everybody who loves summer happy for the next several days. We're talking low to mid 80s, and then the cool down comes after we officially just see fall come in on Saturday, early Saturday morning. Then the temperatures drop after that with some showers, and it looks like it's going to stay relatively cool all into next week.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Thank you at home for joining us tonight. We will see you back here tomorrow morning, starting at 6 a.m.
Hi, Kim. Hi, Jim. How's Tim's?
Oh, when? Who's him?
Friend, Tim.
Looking slim.
Off sodium. Nice skin.
Vitamin.
Serum.
For my limb.
Regimen.
Nose and chin.
On a grin.
Hashtag twins.
M&M.
Just had din.
With Pete Davidson.
Ordered in. Mexican.
Violin.
Theremin.
Thumb wrestle. You in?
I'll win.
Nice pin.
Champion.
Show's about to start.